Whenever you're online reading articles or watching videos about how to grow your channel, the main thing that you see is going to be do what's trending. If it's trending, do it, your channel will grow. That is not necessarily true, and it could negatively impact your channel's performance. What are you talking about? How is more viewers negatively impacting your channel? It makes no sense. Well, let me give you a brief example. If I'm a story-based game channel, right, I don't like PvP at all. I like story. Give me a good story and some popcorn, I'm chilling. And a new game comes out, let's just say Marvel Rivals. You guys probably know what that is by now. Marvel Rivals dropped. Everybody's like, play Marvel Rivals if you want to grow your channel. It's populated by a whole bunch of people who want to see more. Play that game. Well, a couple of things are going to happen. The first thing is you're going to get an audience that doesn't like your content already, right? Because you're a story-based game, but that's a PvP game and you don't even really like it that much. You just want a chance to get more members to your channel. The second thing is you're not going to be as passionate about that game as you would a story game. You're more of a story game player. So not only is your audience going to be incorrect, but you're not even going to like the game as much as you like your story-based games. The third thing is you're most likely going to run out of ideas. You're not as passionate about that type of game. Therefore, you're going to run out of ideas way faster. When you're passionate, your gears are turning. You have so many ideas. When you're not passionate, you only have a few, and then once that's gone, it's gone. So we have viewers on our channel that doesn't like any of the content that we made, only the Marvel Rivals content, so you're stuck. You also are doing a game you're not passionate about, and on top of that, you're gonna run out of ideas. You can see how following the trends are not the best thing you wanna do, but that's okay. I'm gonna share with you how to grow your channel from being small by doing games that aren't even that massive. Let's take a quick look. So for this example, we're going to be using Steam. You can use PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Store, whatever. It's the same concept. I'm just going to use Steam because it tends to drop a lot more free games. If you're strapped for cash, if you don't want to pay, Steam has more games coming out more often that are going to be free. Don't pay attention to the name Poppin' Often if you guys don't know. That is my main channel, link in the description below if you want to check that out. That's my main gaming channel. I'm implementing what I'm teaching you. And so if you want, I'm not like crazy big, but if you want, some traction on your channels, I definitely know how to do that. It's not my first channel either. I have multiple channels, but that's just my main one for right now. So now we're on Steam, right? We want to try to get a game that is great for us. I'm a story game type person, right? I'm a solo player. That's kind of creepy. We're going to move that forward so we don't have to look at it. You don't want a game like Overwatch 2 that has been out for a while. Although people play it, a lot of people play it. You don't want a game that's been out for a while. A lot of content's already done. It's going to be hard to be creative, even if you love that game. The goal right now is to grow your channel. Once you get to a point where you're a little bit comfortable, you can move to Overwatch because now you're going to be seen, right? You want to try to be seen first. And the way you do that is by getting a game that's not too crazily oversaturated with content creators at the moment or a lot of players. Now, Monster Hunter Wilds, let's just say you bought Monster Hunter Wilds, $70 game. It's a new game coming out. You want to play it. It's going to be big. You're not going to get a lot of views. Too many people are going to be playing it. Too many content creators are going to be playing it. You're going to be stuck doing it. Don't do that. What we're going to do is going to new and noteworthy. Okay. I'm trying to click it. Then we want to go to upcoming releases. Now, this part's important. When you scroll down, go to popular upcoming releases. Popular upcoming releases, click this, see more. This is going to share with you all the games that are coming out that people are like ready for. They're watching it. What we're going to do is make the price free 99. We don't want to pay no money. We don't want to gamble. You don't want to toss $30 down to a game and get no views. It sucks. Don't gamble if you can help it. But if you genuinely like the game and you're going to buy it anyway, buy it. But don't buy a game for the sake of views. Buy the game because you like the game. Now, what do we say? We want more of a single player game. I like single player games, That's my thought process right now in our example. Click single player tab. What we got coming up? Bongo Cat. Don't think people are really gonna look at that. What would I search for Bongo Cat? Not necessary. What's this? Seraph in the Darkness. Okay. What we got? Looks a little bit gritty. So it's kind of like Path of Exile, but it doesn't look like my style. I don't mind Path of Exile games, but it's just not my style. What else do we have? And we're just going to scroll through and see what we have. So what we got. What's Crystal Fall? Sounds kind of nice. Sounds kind of good. Easy title. Okay, so it's similar to Path of Exile, but it looks very smooth. It looks nice. So, and the game's coming out in 2025. It doesn't have a date right now. Some games do have dates. And what you're going to do is you're going to be like, oh, this looks great. Now, this is a great game I want to play. When you look at this game and it looks like Path of Exile or whatever, what type of content do you think people are going to make? And it does. And if you don't know, just go to a game similar, Path of Exile. Type in YouTube. You're going to see everything people like to make. What comes to mind? 5 simple tips for beginners. 5 quick blah 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 blah. 5 that you already know. But then you have to think about, what can I do that was going to separate me from this? So when you first start playing, maybe there's something you're people are struggling with, a very hard boss or something like that, and there's a secret way to beat it. How to beat this hard boss. People don't care about the big YouTubers that are like companies or that have pay people for editing or pay people for thumbnails, all that extra crazy stuff. They don't care about that. They don't care about small people. They care about the fast money to move on to the next game. 5 this, 5 that, top this, top beginner. They don't care about the intricacies of this hard boss or this hard raid or this secret item or something like that, you know? So you have to be a little bit more creative with it. So once you make your content on that, not only is it not a massive, crazy big game, I mean, it might be, but I've never personally heard of it. You also have great content ideas for it, and it falls in line with what you want. Now, if you're like, well, Poppin, I don't want to wait for a date. I say Poppin. That's my old name. That's my main channel name, Poppin Often Will Often. This is Growing Often. I do not call myself that. But if you're like Poppin, I just did it again. I'm gonna just call myself that sometimes. If you're like, I don't want to wait, all right? Well, what you could do is you can look at popular upcoming releases, and these are gonna share with you the release dates. See, March 4th, March 6th. So you could try that Seraph game coming out like real soon and get some views off of that. Okay, once you collected a little bit of views, once you did about 4 or 5 videos, you don't have to stick with it. Because you're small, you can bounce around as much as you want. Play it for a bit. Oh, it was fun. I got about 4 or 5 videos. I got about 100 views with each video. Perfect. Move on to your next one. What this does is that when you play another game, it's already your niche, right? Maybe the Seraph game is like, it's fun, but you don't really mess with it too much anymore after a little bit. Well, the next game that's just like the game you just, let's just say we're going to play the Crystal Fall game. It's basically this game. It's the same game. Almost. Then the viewers that watch this when you play Crystal Fall, because that's the games that you generally like to play, they're gonna be like, oh, what's that? This is a new game and it looks just like that game. I like this game. Now, these people are like, oh, I gotta try this game. So the past viewers are coming to your new video, and then you're gonna get more people. This is why you do not change what route you go. Unless you really love another game, you stick with the type of game that you're gonna continue to play. It's kind of hard sometimes when they're not dropping anything crazy. Oh, there's a demo. You could have downloaded the demo and use that as a way to talk about stuff or to do guides or stuff like that. That's crazy. It is possible to grow your channel, and it's not as difficult as you think. The issue is we're doing things incorrectly when we still have to be us as creators, but we also have to follow what YouTube does. So we have to kind of meet in the middle, and YouTube will help us out. You cannot do a game that no one cares about and expects to get views, especially if they're not looking for that game. If I did a game, I should say Bongo Cat. That's a prime example. If I did, oh, it's not here. Well, if I did Bongo Cat, now, oh, there it is. If I did Bongo Cat, right, why would you even look up this game? Why? Unless a popular streamer or YouTuber plays it, you don't really have a reason to look up Bongo Cat. I've never even heard of Bongo Cat. Obviously the meme, but I'm talking about the game. Why would you look this up? So this is something to think about. It's like, really ask yourself, you know, why would anybody look this up? Why would people be interested in this game? Do not just do games that don't have creators on them. That's going to get you no views. There's a reason no creators are covering it. Do games that realistically look like they're going to gain traction. If you do not know, honestly, come to my Discord and just post in the content help. Be like, hey, Poppin, that's my name in Discord. Hey, Poppin, is this a game that you think people are going to want to watch or people are going to look for? If you really don't know, and I will definitely help you out, because as a creator for so many years, I know what games are most likely going to get people to watch it, even if it's for a little bit, and what games are probably going to get just like ditched in a day or two. You know what I mean? But anyway, I hope this video helped you out. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know in my Discord. I'm more than happy to help you. And until next time, you know what I always say. Think you guys are doing what? Growing often. Will often.